There's a story in the Bible that is not talked about enough, which is such proof and encouragement that your faith directly impacts the blessings that God is able to pour out over your life. Now, this story is found in 2 Kings 3. And what happens is that 3 kings partner up together to go fight against the king of Moab, because the king of Moab has started to rebel against the king of Israel. So the king of Israel is like, no way, this is not happening. Let me get my friends, kings from other countries, and let's go fight this guy. So these 3 kings, the king of Israel, the king of Judah, and the king of Edom, travel together towards Moab with their troops. But this journey is very long, a 7-day journey, and there's no water. So they have no water for their troops. And at one point they're like, okay, we're gonna die out here. Like, what are we gonna do? Now, one of the kings, King Jehoshaphat, is a man of God, and he's like, let's call Elisha, because he is gonna be able to speak to the Lord, get a word from God about what we should do. Let's go to him and ask him what he's saying. So Elisha consults with the Lord, and God gives them a word and says, go and dig trenches in the wilderness, because tomorrow you're not going to see rain. You're not going to hear or see a wind. There's going to be water. I'm going to fill the whole valley, those trenches, with water. These men's troops are dehydrated, and now they're being told to dig trenches in the wilderness for water that they don't see coming. Like, what's going on? But this was something that God called them to do out of faith, because lo and behold, in the morning, water came out of nowhere and filled the trenches. But had they not dug the trenches in faith, had they only dug one trench, then that would have been their blessing. That would have been it. But in this, God called them to prepare for the blessing before they saw it. And the measure to which they prepared determined the size of the blessing that they were able to contain. That reminds me of when Jesus says to the blind men, according to your faith, it will be done to you. In other words, how much do you believe that I'm able to do? Because according to that, you're going to receive your blessing. So let this Bible story be your encouragement to start preparing now for the blessing that you're believing God for. Don't just dig one trench. Start digging trenches all around. Grab your jars so that the oil can keep overflowing. Because imagine if these guys only dug 1 or 2 trenches, then that would have been their provision. Then that would have been the blessing when God wanted to do so much more. According to your faith, it will be done unto you. So start digging those trenches in your life. Start preparing.